let me ask you this: what, assuming that the Titans say they take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, so the Browns have both Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward there at 2. What are you doing if you're Andrew Berry?
I'm taking Shedeur. I know we talked about it before the show. I know there's concerns, that maybe Shedeur is not an elite athlete. He doesn't have high-end arm strength and those sorts of things. But honestly, part of me thinks that arm strength is kind of overrated and not as high a priority as we should be looking at the other things. What we look at with Shedeur Sanders, he's hyper accurate. He's extremely intelligent. He prepares like a professional. And he really got the most, I think, out of a Colorado team that if he wasn't there, would be lucky to win 3 games in 2024. It's because of Shedeur that they won 9 games last season and made it to a pretty prominent bowl game that they did. I think with Shedeur, there's obviously concerns, you again with the averageness of his arm, not the world's greatest athlete. I understand those concerns, but I also think some of the other concerns, that he takes too many sacks. I wonder that it's just, he doesn't trust. Number one, hard to trust an offensive line that wasn't very good. And outside of Jordan Seaton, their 5-star offensive tackle last season, didn't have a good offensive line. And number two, he had no running game. His running game was worse than everyone else in the country, worse than a winless Kent State by 12 yards a game. And Kent State was the second worst rushing offense in the country. So basically, Shedeur had to do everything by himself, and they still won 9 games. I know you ideally want a guy who has all the physical tools, but if you have to pick and if you have average tools and high-end mental tools, I will take those every time because NFL football is a game that goes 1,000 miles an hour. And if you have a better understanding of what you can see out there, and if the game slows down for you and you're accurate, you can have success.